here like that bull that's being held in a cage. Hurry up, let us go so that we can do this.
I'm visiting my parents in India, so, I just came to know about this festival, and so we decided to come, the three of us, decided to bring them too, because, I wanted them to see the blues acts.
I flew in from London straight.
Today?
Yeah, just returned the second day.
I came to India to visit, and when I heard about this festival, I couldn't resist. So I crossed from Pondicherry, Tamil Nadu, to come over here and make my guitar signed by the great Buddy Guy.
I'm Dr. Vijay from Belgaum. We have traveled 500 kilometers just to see this Mahindra Blues Festival.
Came all the way from Dallas, Texas to the Mahindra Blues Festival. I was here for the first one last year, and I will come every time there is one.
I'm pretty sure now, baby. Pretty sure you're gonna knock on day. Put on your red dress, baby.
You feed off the audience, singing. Sometimes we have dance contests.
Put on your red dress, baby. We're going out tonight. And with some boxing gloves, in case some fool might wanna buy.
John Lee Hooker Jr. is fantastic. I mean, great fun.
This should just happen more often. Yeah? I mean, blues is good for the soul, so let there be more blues.
And with some boxing gloves, in case some fool might wanna buy. Good night. I'll see you around there. Thank you.
Getting ready to perform with Buddy Guy, Taj Mahal. That will be the highlight, being on the same stage.
John Lee Hooker's band, man. Great bunch of guys and fantastic performance on stage.
Totally.
Super. What play?
It had a bit of a modern edge as well. It wasn't just like, traditional blues. I mean, they did do some of the old tunes as well, but it just had like this nice punch, which, you can almost like find in a hip-hop band or something like that.
I grew up in Serbia, in Belgrade, and I listened to American blues because my father was into that. I like all shades of blues, Chicago blues, Texas blues. I really fell in love with it on a very early age. I was only like 2-3 years old. My father would always listen to these records during the day, and it was something that was very natural to me. So I was always singing songs in English before I could understand what I was singing about, and I never listened to any Serbian stuff. It was never in our home. We never sang in Serbian. So this was, when I first came to America, this was like really like homecoming.
Get your hands together for Miss Anan Popovic!
I've seen Anna for now, but I'm waiting for Buddy Guy.
We're teachers at an international school in town, and one of us is from Chicago. And we heard from some of our friends that it was a good time last year, and so they had suggested to come this year.
My songwriting kind of developed through time because this is not my natural language, and I thought on the latest record I had a couple of songs that I actually didn't think about my feelings. I didn't think necessarily to put that on paper as much as sort of like a right scenario for a movie or something. You get into somebody else's skin. The way even I play my guitar on such a song is completely different than I usually do because it does response to the thematic of the song.
And it has a really chilled out, nice vibe. I'm feeling the blues, I am.
Whatever's gonna play out, whatever grabs us, whatever stays with us, we're just looking forward to the blues. There's not any specific artist that we came to hear.
in Serbia and I moved to Holland in a very hard times when Serbia was in war. My family was all there and I was on my own somewhere in the Western world, of course with no cash or whatsoever. And I had to do all kinds of work, you know, McDonald's, you name it, you know, everything that to survive. I did that for a month. And I had an accident because I fell off my bike, and I thought after a month of working in McDonald's, I was like, this is a sign, you know, I have to play my music. I have to make sure I make money doing what I am. You know, it's very hard. You have no papers. You know, you have 10 hours a week allowed to work in a European Union. And I was studying music, of course. And you have to make a demand for yourself, you know, as a musician or an artist. You have to act cool, like everything's good, you play the best you can, and then people start calling you.
Very excited. It's an honor and a privilege to be part of this festival. That being said, we're really looking forward to opening the festival.
I knew what I had descended from great generations of incredible musicians that were my ancestors, and they are always there. I'm always comforted by that. But the ones that really, in recent times, that really excited me was the ability to be able to play, sit down with a guitar and move 6,000 people, you know? And I would see this with other great musicians from other cultures.
Sweeter than the honeybee, baby, make it sweet on me. Honeybee, queen bee, baby, don't you go into my soul, come into my soul, into my soul, into my soul.
It's so easy to only listen to what is everything that's being derivative and not listening to the original music and getting the impression. It's like someone would say, well, you ask me what I know about Indian music and where did it start for me? It started back in the 50s with certain kinds of movies that came out that would have these sounds in them. And so over time I was able to finally find out that was the sitar. This is the tanbura, that's the sarod, this is the veena, this one is, you know, these are tablas, you know, and who are the players of them?
Shake it, some. Look at it, bro. Shake it, some. Dancing happy.
I believe that music is the language of our galaxy, of our universe, of our planet, and of our solar system. So I really looked for the highest thing to happen with the audience all the time. So that's why we've always had a lot of fun. I'm looking to have great fun with this audience. I won't join anything if I can't dance. I mean, I just think dance is such an important thing to humans on this earth, and that particularly in the United States and some other countries, they've surrounded it as a commercial venture. And so people don't tend to, it's like dance music, and then it's how much you're going to pay for the dance music or how much you're going to pay for the dance experience, as opposed to it's music and people naturally dance. That was something that was being lost, particularly with blues, because it came out of the environment where everybody always danced to it. Yes, they drank and they sat and they listened, they laughed, they clapped, but most people were there to dance, you know, and communicate to the musicians. And then it became very popular over the years, and it became a concert stage type of thing. So then people sat and didn't do anything. Well, the musicians, it's very frustrating. I am not even going to make any comparisons, but I think your brain will follow me. You know, it's like not working. It needs to work, you know. important is to find out what's your musical responsibility if you were dealing with the music of your cultural ancestors. 1 generation, 2 generations, 3 generations back, because what is the significance of your music culturally to you and your people? And then once you find out all the best of that stuff, then you can come and get some blues and a little reggae and a little this and create a unique person.
I'm speechless because I just met Buddy Guy. So I don't really know what happened, but I think we felt the love.
It's hard for me to describe it because I have so much fun every time I come here to look like I belong here, but my mother told me don't never wear welcome out, so we come once a year, but I'm excited, you know, and I can't wait. Especially this time you got Ann and Robert with me, so it's gonna make me feel like, hey man, you better play, don't you? And you got Tosh there too, right? So I can't wait, you know, it's gonna be fun. I didn't come here to please myself. I came here to try to please the fans that think enough of you to come out and listen to you. I enjoy so much trying to make people smile because all over the world somebody's angry about something. And if you come see me or any good music, I can make you forget about the problems you have and then make you laugh and clap your hands. And I'm like saying, oh, that's a joyful noise for me. I don't know if they got a problem or not a problem, but at least I made them happy for that moment I was playing. Well, the first thing I picked up was a rubber band. And I just loved it, anything, a string or anything that make noise if I had it tight enough, because my parents wasn't able to get a guitar. And I just kept on doing it, and finally my dad found a guy on Christmas, and he bought me a little old guitar from this guy with 2 strings on. I banged away till I went into Baton Rouge, and a stranger brought me my first guitar with the 6 strings on it. And that was it, you know, and I tried to go to school and take music. I can't read music, and the teacher still living. I'd see him every time I go back to visit my sisters and brothers down there, and he had me a book, and I didn't want the book. I wanted to play what Muddy Waters and B.B. King was playing. And he said, I can't teach you that. I said, well, I can't come to your class because I want to learn this, not that. I recommend anybody who wants to play not only a guitar, anything else, you must start at an early age before you take on responsibilities, because after you get grown, you got responsibilities. If it's not your girlfriend or boyfriend, it's the job or whatever else you got to do, and that takes a lot of time away from it. When you're home with your parents, you just do your little chores and go get your instrument and bang it. And first of all, it'll make your hands so sore, you feel like, is it worth it? But if you love it like I did, you go through. The calluses on my hand. Now, one of my sons was asking me the other day, how did you do that? Because my finger's sore. I said, you got to go through that. You know, until you get a callus on that, then it don't hurt that bad.
to sit in with Buddy Guy. You're going to hear probably the best collaboration of two guys playing guitar probably ever. This will be an historic moment here in Mumbai, you know. Buddy Guy's an older pioneer, one of the last living original music legends. Forget blues, he's one of the last living original music legends. It's the guy that helped influence rock and roll and helped influence jazz and all these R&B. You know, seriously. I mean, he plays the blues, but he helped influence the scope of what we're listening to today. So to be able to share the stage with him, being in India for the first time for me is a great deal. This is exciting because I never dreamed of coming here. I didn't have a high school education where I could say one day I'll just take a flight and go to India. And all of a sudden I'm invited to come and entertain the Indian people. And I'm like saying, oh, I'm on top of the world. You can expect all the Buddy Guy. I got to come out and let you know this is me. This is all me. And all the blues players play like that. And I think jazz players too. We still give you ourselves, not a fake. I can't even play my record like I made it. I have to put that little extra Buddy Guy in there. And as I said earlier, what my mother and them told me, I'm not going to be the best in town, but I'm going to be the best till the best come around.
It's funny, but after a concert of music and words, it's funny to be speechless. But I think what happened here tonight was history. When you get people like Buddy Guy, Taj Mahal, Robert Randolph, John Lee Hooker Jr. on one stage. I think it only happens in India, in Mumbai, and in the Mahindra Blues Festival. And the intention is to make the blues very much an integral part of Mumbai because I believe, as I've said before, that the blues belongs in Mumbai as much as in Memphis.